Hello, happy Easter. Welcome to Johnny Boy's YouTube Live. I'm just popping off for an hour. Not done a lot this weekend. Darling Gillian's working her nuts off cleaning some rooms out so I can decorate. So I'm having a rest. She's working, and then later on I'll be working and she'll be having a rest. That's the plan anyway. We're going to do the bedroom, bathroom. I'm extending the bathroom out a little bit with a wet room and stuff like that. I'm not expecting anyone to jump on anytime soon because I've only just got on live. I didn't announce or anything like that. But I thought, while I'm down the garden chilling, I'm not doing a lot today. I might put some lights on actually. Alexa, turn on bar.
Okay.
It's better. Light up a little bit. All right, daylight at the moment. Happy Easter, everybody. Whoever's watching. Done a little vlog, but I'll turn that camera off. Turn it off. I'll turn itself off. Getting up. I thought I'd sneak out, have a little beer. I'm doing some work indoors, or Jill's doing some work indoors. Happy Easter, the Bridge Troll. How you getting on, mate? I know you're fishing at the moment at the weekend down at Hilton, so good luck with you down at Hilton Valley Carp Fishery in Essex, I think it is. Thought I'd sneak on, do a little live. I've done a little vlog earlier because I've not done any videos this weekend. I've done a little vlog earlier of me cleaning the barbecue, and I was going to come in here, do a little vlog and a chat and a bar ramble like I used to in the old days. Happy Easter, Gary, mate. Gary Symington. The barbecue is an expensive barbecue, but it's worse than I thought. Well, it's not bad, but I took it all apart, and underneath it's like I've scraped all the fat out of it. Note to self: next year, what I'm going to do is when I finish the season, sort of in the summer, because we do like a barbecue in our house. If I finish the summer, clean it properly and cover it up properly, maybe wrap it up or something, seal it up, and clean. I was wondering if you put tin foil around or something. I don't know yet. It's all fat that drips through and underneath. It's quite an expensive barbecue, that was. I want to look after it. It was covered up, but I've not just took the cast iron plates off. I took all the bits and bobs underneath off, and I've scraped it out. But I've sprayed it with a load of shitey stuff, bit of this, bit of that, bit of the other, and I'm letting it soak. So I'll come down there tomorrow morning, get a proper good clean, ready. We're not going to do a barbecue anytime soon. Hi, Chris, mate. How you doing, buddy? We're not going to do a barbecue anytime soon, but I thought I'd get it ready while I'm not doing a lot this weekend or today in particular. I thought I'd get it ready, sort of thing, you know. Sneak out down the garden. I thought while I'm down here, I'll have a sneaky beer. And I found, this is twice now, I know I told you before, I didn't find this. Well, I did sort of, look at that lovely glass. Change the subject slightly. Well, I'm not. That's a nice glass. I won't tell you where I got that from. But I did. I finished my keg of beer off, and I went in the shed to sort of put the kegs away to send them off. I found a sneaky one. And I've done a little vlog earlier. And when this one's empty, I think I'm going to get a... if you're watching on... Oh, you can't be watching on Facebook because I've not got that account. So anyone that's watching is on YouTube. If there's 6 people watching, say hello, people. Nothing to do with fishing. I'm just doing me buying a beer. So I've decided, I've done a little vlog earlier. When this one's empty, because it's my last keg of beer. Oh, it's nice. It's like holding a little baby. When this one's empty, I'm going to probably get a beer in a bag for my pull through my beer engine for a change. I think these are like these are for lazy people. And, oh, it's nice and cold. It's lovely. I haven't had a beer yet. So I'm going to put this on. And for those that don't know how to work this, put that back out of the way. This is the old model. I've got two bloody much space here. So you take this off, this little cap. Take this plastic cap off. With every new keg you get, this is what I like about this per draft. With every new keg of beer, you get one of these little things, which is the rubber. I don't know, you probably seen it before if you're into this sort of thing, but that's the rubber part that goes through that basically. So you never have to clean this out, which I like that. I like that idea. So you basically open it here. So you basically open this up. So my ages, I said it to you, I'm going to go on live a little bit. So she's busy doing jobs, but I might get called away. But it took me ages to log on live. The reason is I don't use this laptop much. And I came on this laptop. And Microsoft update for this, Microsoft update for that. Microsoft, you want me to put my password in for this and pay for storage, £1.60 for storage? Or no, like to go through all the rigmarole of his Microsoft accounts and crap. I don't really want to wait crap. I just want to use the operating system, really. All right, so basically, you put the pipe through there. I think you do this now, don't you? Well, it doesn't really matter. You put that in there. You can see the pipe ends up out there, and that sort of wedges in like that. And I think you put that. Do you put that through at the same time? I can't remember now. I think it matters a darn. I think it matters. And you basically put that on there. And put that on there. And that is it. That's on. That is on top. Simples. And then you slide that on there, and that connects at the back. You press that down, and you shut the door, and it makes some weird and wonderful noises, like so. That's ready to. Annoying because I was fiddling about the other day with an old empty one. That should be. It says 16 degrees there. That's not the proper temperature. When that reads the temperature of the keg, it'll give me the proper temperature. It felt cooler than 16 degrees, but you're meant to wait for that to go down to 3 degrees, and then you have a beer. But I'm not going to wait. I'm going to have a. This will be a bit heady. This one. But I'm having one. Oh, maybe I should have waited a little bit. I will let that settle because I like that glass. So 5 people watching. That's not many, is it? But maybe it's the wrong time of day. Maybe it's not. I haven't done an announcement. Maybe it's because everyone's busy on Easter. I don't know. Normally I do a little announcement, let people know. But I might go on Facebook flip flop. It's so nice wearing flip flops. How's the fishing getting on? Brian's there. The bridge troll is Brian, by the way. He's down at Hilton Valley fishing lake. I know our mate Jamie's had a nice carp out of there. So, cheers, people. Happy Easter. That's nice. Get that. I cleaned the tray of this machine earlier, actually yesterday. But I didn't clean that around the front. It's all right, still good. Let that settle. First couple of beers out of these machines are always a bit heady. Plus, it's not down to temperature. When it gets down to temperature, they work a lot better. Nice. So, is anybody having a beer with me? Happy Easter, people. I'm sitting in a different position for a change. I can't find. I've been doing in that shed. Over my shed door, I've got a combination lock. I like my shed door. I always put the lock in the same place all the time. I can't find it with love and money. So if I disappear, you know what? I'm looking for a padlock. Doing my nut at the moment. Winding up and shut this back. This door is literally. I don't know if anyone's interested, but if you are interested in these perfect draft machines, this is the old model. But you send them back in the box. Keep hold of the box. I think it's a minimum of 2 or 3. You keep hold of the box, send it back. They do it free. You go on the app. Just making a chili for tea and a cheeky beer. Yeah, very nice. I like chili. Don't know what we're having tonight. I lost track of the day. Saturday, I think it is. Yeah, the perfect draft. Send them back in this. And I think it's minimum of 2 or 3 kegs. Depends. They do deals sometimes. But they do a free collection through your door. And then you get tokens on your account, which is a bloody good idea, I think. So basically, I'm a bit naughty. I snuck out. I was watching Eagles Land actually. I snuck out to have a beer because I'm meant to be doing a barbecue, but I am letting the barbecue soak. It's not that bad. But I've got cards. Anyone out there know how the best way, or if you watch this now or afterwards, what's the best way to clean these cast iron? It's a quality, nice barbecue, but a cast iron grills. It's a gas barbecue. I know it's cheating, but let's not go there. But how do you clean the cast iron grills? Excuse me. Jill said it's something to do with a few fat. Hey, Joseph, mate. Happy Easter, buddy. Jill says to me she's read up it's something to do with white vinegar, so I sprayed some white vinegar. This white vinegar spray, no matter which way I turn the nozzle, I could not spray the bugger. It's sick. It's something's gone wrong. So I sort of like took the lid off and just flicked it over everywhere. But I've been told you can't put the cast iron griddle things in barbecue in the dishwasher because they rust. It's it's quality. How do you clean them? But anyway, I took them off. So they're on the garden, the grass, or the lawn, or whatever you want to call it. I sprayed them with some white vinegar shit. So I'd leave them overnight and get them something out tomorrow. Try and clean them. That's not the worst bit. The worst bit was the bits underneath, the plates and all that. You're surprised how quick that rusts. So I had a cover on it all year, but the metal plates. But there's some other bits that there's a couple of screws broke. Actually, I was a bit disappointed about. That was I think that was £600 or £800 that barbecue. A lot of money. It's a nice one, and I'm hoping that will last us out till I die. Really sad, isn't it? That probably it will. I'm gonna get another cover. That cover's got a split in it, but I do like this to have a beer. That's better. It's pouring better now. Look, that's it. Oh, I've still got a bloody head on it. Look. Fate or machine right next to me. Look at this glass, Pete. Was anybody seen that one before? I think that's a rare one. I was told. Well, I won't say anything really. What I was told these are quite rare. Well, they're rare from where I got it from because apparently naughty people keep taking them. Oh dear. I knew that is then. Cheers, Chris, Joseph, Gary, Brian, and Jamie, if you're watching, and anybody else that's watching. I might put a little post on my Facebook group that I'm live. You never know, some might want to pop on. This account here, the software I'm using now is called StreamYard. You can do YouTube live. At one point, when I was more popular, now when we had COVID, I was doing lockdown, and the lives I was doing a regular live. I paid a monthly bill for this software, which enables you to stream to. If you pay monthly, you get a few extras. But this YouTube channel, I pay out bits and pieces already, and I'm not making any money out of it. Jamie's still eating. Jamie caught a lovely carp. I might be able to show you in a minute. The couple of guys I know, friends of mine, are fishing at the moment. But yeah, the software I'm using is StreamYard. At the moment, I used to, when COVID was about, and it still is about, we had lockdown on it. I've done a few more lives, 1 or 2 a week. It became a regular thing. Friday and a Thursday or whatever. And we had a few late ones. Most of you probably know they're watching this. And I paid monthly for this software, which enables you to go live to stream it to here. Then you can stream it to Facebook, stream it to a few other places at the same time. But I'm just I've cancelled it now, the subscription, because of the money. And I've just got the basic free account now, which is what I've got. I'm up and running now with a free account. Just enables you to stream to one thing at a time. So I'm streaming obviously to YouTube at the moment. So he's on Man versus Food. Where they've gone fishing, these two guys. There's Brian, the bridge troll. There's Brian and Jamie, a friend there, who's not on at the moment. He's eating, but they do. The lake isn't that small. It's a couple of small little waters. Hilton Valley Carp Fishery. Got some nice fish in there. You'd be surprised how big these fish grow, over a couple of years. But he does some cracking food to your swim. I don't know if anybody knows anything about fishing. I don't know if anybody out there knows, but if you do a bit of fishing, you get a lot of these places. Not all of them. You can get takeaway, and you can drive down the road and get your food. You're spot now. But some of these places, like where they are, is that proper English? Like where they are? Some of these places, you can get food sort of ordered, and they bring it to your swim. In other words, they bring it to where you're fishing. Well, that particular place there, they do. You can get a full English breakfast. They bring it round to you in the morning. You can get a full lunch and evening meal. So, and they've got some nice fish in there. I'll just see if I can find you a picture of my mate Jamie. He's done well over there. I'm a bit jealous. Let's just check. Oh dear, my little grandson's tired. I got a picture of him. Oh dear, I might have to shoot off. So I'm going to leave this running. Might have to shoot off and do a wardrobe dismantle. Wow. Yeah, that is. Well, I won't show you that picture. That's just someone's. I'll show you the fish that he caught. So we're on a WhatsApp group, me and some lads, and it gets a bit carried away. So, is that it? No. Now I'm flicking through. That's the breakfast you get at Hilton Valley Cartfish Free. I'm not on it to advertise Hilton Valley Cartfish, to be fair, but I thought, well, I'm on the subject. There you go. No, that's where is he? So many messages. There you go. Look, well done, Jamie. That's not bad, is it? Look, that's nice. Just got to check up on my WhatsApps. So I might have to shoot off, but I will be back. When I leave this running, I've been summoned to dismantle a wall. Well, it's a cupboard. It won't take 5 seconds. I just want to do something. If anyone's interested in catching up with us, let's have a look. Hang on. Yeah, I'd put that there. I should put this sign up, really, shouldn't I? So I'll have a quick. What I'll do, I'll top this up. And I've got to find this. Charge my phone up. Right, don't disappear on me, people. Stay sitting tightly. Have a beer. Hopefully, there'll be more people watching when we get back, and more people on a drink. It's a bit early, I suppose, for some people if they're going to go down the bars. And I didn't announce it. Right, I'm going to shoot off. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll put this little sign up for now. If anyone pops on, let them know I'll be back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Oh, there's no there, they've all gone home. Right, let's have a beer. Oh, 4 people, 6 people, all gone to the toilet back soon. Right, actually, I went to sort out a wardrobe. Trying to do some jobs. Hello, Pauline. How you doing, darling? Right. Cheers. Happy Easter. God, sorry about that. I had to disappear. I had to do some housework. We're sort of doing decorating at the moment, but I'm doing the decorating. Not today. Jill's cleaning the rooms out, and I'm going to decorate the bedroom and the bathroom and do a new bathroom. So she's doing one job, and I'm going to do the other job. So I've been keeping busy today. Have I? Yeah, sort of. That's better. Right. I've been cleaning the barbecue a little bit. I've done a little vlog thing, but so I'll take the wardrobe apart quick and get done with it. We're going to rip the bedroom out and decorate and take the floor up because I think we want to put a duct in under the floor for the kitchen ventilator. The hob vent doesn't vent properly, so I'm going to put a proper one through the wall. So the carpet's got to come up. Extractor like duct in for the hob. Then put a new hob up, new extractor for the hob. Then we've got to put new carpet down and decorate, etc., etc., etc. Cheers anyway. Who's having a beer? And I've got to plug my phone in because the battery's going a bit flat. What can I plug that into? Right, let's have a little look. I've been buying and selling a few fishing bits. The fishing club I'm a member of, they shut for a month of April. Are we in April? Yeah, we are. They shut for April. Open in May. Are we in April? Yeah, of course we are. April Fool's Day, wasn't it? So I've been buying and selling a few fishing bits, and I've sold my Tempest brolly thing and the social cap. Guys messaging me backwards and forwards. Just put it all up roughly low. That social cap is brand new. Yeah, no, I told them I only used it once. I see 1 or 2 small marks on it. Looks great when up together. Yeah, it does. It's a nice little setup. That's all right. I do. Nice. Bit low. I'll put this on there. So, yeah, what I've done, while the fishing lake's closed, I've taken time to set some bits up. Fishing gear in my mum's garden. She's got a bigger garden than me. And move some bits about, buy some bits, sell some bits. And while the lake is closed for a month. So, what are you drinking, Paul? Is anybody drinking? I'm on the bud. I'll just put a new one on. I'm just going to go on Facebook and tell everyone that I'm live in case anyone wants to pop on and have a chat. I don't find it. I'm live on YouTube. If you want to pop on for a chat. Yeah, I should have put a link on this, shouldn't I? I don't know how to do a link. Hi, Pauline. Are you there, Pauline? Come in, Pauline. I know I went missing for a little while. Been live for 30 minutes. Not many people on tonight. Well, it's today, and what's the time? 6 o'clock. So light out at the moment. So if you want to know, I've been doing my barbecue, and it's sort of scattered across the garden at the moment, my barbecue. I'm going to go see if I can find myself live. How does it work? I'm going to put a link. Press that button there. Yeah, the barbecue's in bits at the moment. Doing a good old clean up. Yeah, live. from the fishing lake. Oh no, because I'm still doing it live, isn't it? I suppose it don't work like that. Don't know. Still doing it live. So I don't know how it works. I've got to plug that phone. It's dying to death. I think I can do it on me. I'll do it on here. I think. I'll get this, and I'll share it. No bloody idea on here. Stop cam mute settings. Present. Invite. Leave studio. Edit layout. New layout. Don't know. I'll share that link. I don't know if that'll work. Don't know. I'll sit in a different position tonight. I'm sitting in my old days. I used to sit here with the guitar behind me. I can't wait to go fishing again. They've got nice weather too. Brian, the bridge troll, Brian, and my mate Jamie are both fishing at the moment at a lake, and they've got lovely bloody weather. I've only caught one fish, I think. Cheers. Bazza, are you there? Bazza, my Bazza is on holiday somewhere abroad. It's looking nice weather where he is. And a shout out to my mate Emily, Jess and Chloe, and Sue and Jeff, Michael. They've asked me to say hello when I'm next on, so I'm saying hello. You have to pay for that. On a cup of tea at the minute. Yeah, a bit early, Pauline. Well, it's not. It depends. I've done my jobs. I'm relaxing now. A couple of nice early beers. Might put a film on tonight. Watched a bit of a dodgy film last night. Wasn't that brilliant? There's a film I've seen. Well, I've not watched it yet. I fancy the look of. It's about this little robot girl. It's about a little girl with a family. I think someone dies in the family. And her mum does robotics and she makes a little robot girl. And becomes her friend. And then it sort of turns, same old story really, but it looks quite, I like a horror film. And this robot turns and attacks them. It's well spooky, this thing. Horrible looking cow she is. I'll put this link, I don't know if this will work, I'll put this link on my Facebook page. I'm not sure if it'll work though. Let me try it. Write something. Don't know if that's going to work. It's a weird. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I'm not sure that's the link for it. It should link me to here. I don't know. I can't find a proper. Don't watch Monster Hunter. It's bad. Monster Hunter. Never heard of it. What's Monster Hunter? This is about robots. If someone says don't watch Monster Hunter, it's bad. You're going to go and bloody watch it, aren't you? I have to look out for that. Monster Hunter. It's bad. Someone says don't do something, you do it, don't you? Even when you're like a kid, don't do that, and you do it. Like someone said to me once, don't fly your drone over the water. The fishing ain't too low, and I did it. Now on Netflix, I might watch out for that. Is that good, then, Brian? The Bridge Troll. Is that good? And now on Netflix, the monster. I might watch that tonight. Is that a film then, or is that a series? 9 people watching. Pop on and say hello, people. Crack open a beer. Get down here. If you've got a little bar, get down your bar. I know it's early and I didn't announce this. And I'm just going to talk in this. I'm going to sit here and talk shite. I struggle lately talking shite. I know it's hard to believe. I struggle lately sitting on my own talking rubbish. Oh, hello. What's that? Someone's come on. Who's that? James. Who's James? Hello, mate. Look, he knows what he's doing, doesn't he? Welcome.
Hello, mate. You right?
Yeah. How come you just appeared like that then?
Say again?
How come you appeared like that? Did you click on the Facebook link?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know I did that.
And then there's like,
live,
and then there's like 3 dots. So press on the dots, and then open studio, and then it just went straight in.
Oh, did you want to come on live or not?
Yeah.
That's all right. I wasn't sure.
No, it was intentional. It wasn't by mistake.
It was. I was trying to share the actual live thing, but not the actual. Don't matter. Is that your new bar? Is it?
Yeah, well, newish. I've only just got in myself, so fancy the drink. So, and literally as I've come in, I've seen you went live, so I just thought I'd have a look, see what's happening.
You got any beers going about? Not a lot's happening, mate. I used to do these lives regular years ago. Cheers. Happy Easter.
Cheers.
Just want to say cheers to Ian Fraser. He's an old subscriber from years ago. Hello. How are you? I used to do these lives years ago, like, because of COVID, regular. I used to do like 2 a week. But I used to do 2 a week. But it sort of cut back. It got a bit. I'm just going on Facebook quickly. Hang on. It got a bit. Let me just do something. Brian wants to join you. Yeah, I used to do 2 a week at one point. It got a bit mad. It was like because of lockdown and all that. We had sort of a few late drinks. And there's a few people Canada that used to come on. I don't know if you was about then. And a few people from Canada used to come on. So Canada, I think about 5 or 6 hours behind. So we had a few drinks, and we used to do these Facebook lives. Had a few drinks. So you'd be drinking from say, evening Scotty boy. You'd be drinking from say 6, 7 o'clock till midnight, and then a few people from abroad would come on. And then we'd have a bit of a laugh. And next minute it's 3 in the morning, and it got a bit out of hand. So, yeah. So
am I the only one in it? Am I the only one in the studio at the moment?
Where's that?
Am I the only one in this room, in this virtual room at the moment?
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, normally people that you can come on live like it's not a problem. I mean, no one wants to come on normally. They get embarrassed, don't they? Right.
I'm too old to get embarrassed.
I've had six to 8 people on before, like after a few beers. But I only popped on for an hour or so tonight. Well, this afternoon. Just doing some jobs. She's upstairs decorating, so
Oh right, bloody hell.
Well, no, she's not decorating. She's cleaning the bedroom out and cleaning the bathroom out.
Oh right. Okay. So you've got her trained well.
No, well, I'm redundant at the moment because once, as I said to her earlier, once she's cleared the room out, then she leaves the room, and then I'm doing the decorating. If you know what I mean. She's just cleaning.
Oh right, yeah, I've got you.
She's cleaning the crap.
Yeah.
Once she's done her bit, then she can be let rest, and that'll be a couple of weekends time. I think she can rest, and I've got to go in there and start decorating. I think I'm going to try and build some. I'll probably film it actually. I think I'm going to try to build some wardrobes or something. We've got a weird bedroom with 2 windows at the front, and it's weird. It's hard to fit wardrobes in there.
Sorry, I was just about to say, just whilst I'm thinking about it, how did your fishing go? I've seen the pictures.
What fishing?
Was it you? Well, I've seen some video. It might have been you, and perhaps it might have been another member. I've seen some clips of. No, it was definitely you. I think you had some fishing tackle, and I think you was on the side of a lake somewhere.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I have put a couple of videos up for that.
Ah, right, yeah.
Yeah, if you look in the chat in the playlists, you'll see the 2 videos, part 1 and part 2. It was I won't swear, but it was a bloody nightmare. I got soaked, absolutely soaked, absolutely soaked.
Yeah, it's too early. I mean, I've done a lot of carp fishing myself.
Yeah.
When I can get away with it, I've got 3 younger kids, so a lot of my time is ferrying them around everywhere. But I am a bit of a fair weather fisherman.
Yeah,
I won't go out while it's raining.
To be fair, I used to be a fair weather fisherman, and I don't like getting my gear all dirty and muddy. To be fair, I know it's sad. But if you think about it, I'm a member of a fishing club, and the fish are the same whether you catch them in the rain or you catch them in the sun. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a couple of videos, and I'd set me. It rained and then it stopped. Then it rained and it stopped. And I got to the lake a couple of weeks back after work, and it cleared. And you've got to remember, I don't know if you do carp fishing, but when you got your gear, my car was full of gear, full packed. And and that ready. I was looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it all week. So when I got there, it completely hammered down with rain. But I set my little bivvy up. I sold that one today, actually. I set my bivvy up. Then I got soaked, and I thought, a mate of mine turned up, Andy, if he's watching, a mate of mine turned up, Andy, and disappeared, went home. He couldn't hack the rain, which is a bit sad. But I stayed for the night with my mate Brian there. And it's just like a washout, everything got soaking wet and muddy. So I sold some bits today, but I've washed it down and cleaned it. But it's like, but I took my cameras and that. I was going to do a video. I did do a couple of videos, but it's just it made for sort of reasonable viewing, I think. But I didn't catch anything. But the club's shut for a month now, and then hopefully it's going to be better weather. You can't be. You can't be.
Sorry, I was just about to say you're the most honest fisherman I've met, because nearly every fisherman I know has said that they actually catch. So you're the most honest fisherman.
I caught a bream at midnight. I had a couple of beers, had a sleep, and then couldn't sleep. And then the line shot off at midnight, and it was a poxy bream. And
right.
The fog and mud was like that. The head torch fell off. None of the lights would work. I was like, and Brian there, that's left all the bridge trolls left a note there saying, "Did it rain, John? Ha ha." And didn't you moan? Yeah, I did moan. Got all my gear muddy. Oh, it's gone. Right. And I got all my gear muddy. It's just a mess. Complete mess. So I gave up. Hello, Ian. Welcome aboard, buddy. Scotty boy, evening, Johnny boy. Currently having a beer, burning cardboard in the chimney to make space in the bin low. Yeah, fun enough. I might like my chimney later, but it's a bit light. I like to do it when it's a bit darker. Actually, tell a lie, I started lighting my chimney the other week, and the stuff's been left in there all winter. The smoke was getting out of hand, so I had to sort of put it out. I might clear it all out and start another little small chimney thing going. You know what I mean? Because the stuff in there was so obviously wet. The smoke was. We were talking about this the other day. In the old days, I remember my dad having fires in the garden, and you could just burn no one had proper fences, 6 foot fences or 5 foot or 6 foot fences and gravel balls. Everyone just had these little wire fences. And they all went down the neighbours. James is back. And they all went down the neighbours' gardens. And everyone was talking to each other over their fences. And then you'd have bonfires every week. My dad had bonfires in the old days all the time, but it's frowned upon now. So I might light my chimney later. Getting back to Scotty boy. All right, James. Getting back to Scotty boy. I might get my chimney, clear it all out, light it, and put a few bits back in and start from fresh. Like the smoke was a bit. Right, the bridge troll. That's the fun that we'll make a cartman of you. See that bridge troll, Brian? He doesn't realise I've been fishing when he was in nappies. That boy. There you got a clue. Called him the Blanco, I think.
Sorry, Matt, my reception is quite dodgy. My reception is quite dodgy, so I might cut in and out.
Yeah, that looks I can see the bar now. It looked like just a shed before.
Nah, yeah. I've just poured myself another pint.
Oh, right, yeah, I can see the background now. It looks a bit better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit warmer now. It's not nice for this spring weather to be here. It's don't need to put the fire on now, so that's saving a few quid.
Well, I've been down here lately, but yeah, as I say, darling Gillian's indoors, clearing the rooms out for me to decorate. So I thought, I'll tell you what. She said, "What are you doing today?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to go and do the barbecue. We're not going to use the barbecue yet, but I've got quite an expensive barbecue. So I'm going to go and clean the barbecue." So I moved it the other day. It looked a bit dodgy. But I moved it onto the patio area outside my bar. And I started cleaning it. But it's like, I lifted the lid up. I think I made the mistake last year. I've obviously packed it away and left all grease and that on it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to. It's a gas one, but I got cast iron griddle things, and they're all like manky. So I took them off, and then you got the tin bits underneath, haven't you? They're going a bit dodgy, and the bit that's fat, and I've started doing a proper. So basically, I've sprayed the hell out of it. I've laid them on the grass, sprayed the hell out of them. I put everything in a bucket of water, and I'll see what happens in the morning. I think James is. I think I've bored James. I think he's frozen. I think it's just there's a maze at me cleaning the barbecue. I think he's frozen. Got a bad signal. You need to get Wi-Fi down there. I've run a Ethernet lead down mine. Run it down the garden. Brian, I think I was fishing before you, mate. You've only been fishing 5 minutes. Asia's got nothing to do with it. I'm not out all night, by the way. I've got to go and have some food. What's that, James? Is that cans of beer or what? What you got? Got any machines down your barrel?
Yeah, well, I've got a 10-litre beer in the box for this weekend, so I'm thinking that this is probably going to be the last one I'm going to have before I brew my own, because I was quite successful actually last year. I did a few American IPAs, brewed my own from. They do a really good deal. Have you got the range near to you? It's called the range.
Yeah, I know the range. Yeah.
They do a brew your own. It's like in a yellow box, but it's like an American IPA.
Yeah.
I did that a few times over the summer, and it's only 15 quid, but it comes out really, really nice. It's I've never had one fail yet. So yeah. I think now the warmer weather's here, I'll start brewing that in the bar. But I've got that on at the moment. That's from a local brewery.
Oh right, yeah. What have you got at the moment?
It's a nice drop, not too bad. Sorry?
Have you got beer in a bag or something then? Frozen. Again, it's frozen. Are you putting that through then? Got to put my phone on charge. You're frozen again. You need decent Wi-Fi down there. I'm plugged in. My laptop's plugged in now. Mainly because I do these, I suppose. I've got to plug that phone in. It's gone again. I'm sure I can't hear me because it's got no signal. How does it feel? Treat me like you do. You're gone again, James. And when you come back, I'm going to have a moan at you. You're gone again, and when you come back, I'm going to have a moan. I've come back as another person, look. Don't know what's going on here. Got 2 Jameses popping up on the screen at the moment. 7 people watching. Good evening, people. Been on for 50 minutes. Well, I haven't. I had to disappear. I had to go and do some housework. James has popped on for a visit. A subscriber, but he's got a shaked connection, I looks at it. Little note, people. If you're down a little bar down your shed, it doesn't cost a lot to run a. I've got an outdoor one actually. I must replace it actually one day with an external one. But I've got an Ethernet cable plugged in, drilled a hole through the wall in the house, plugged in the roof just straight down to the bar, and then I got the extender thing that you get with I think BT. They all do these extender boxes. I've got an extender box over there for the Wi-Fi. That's for the tellies, in actual fact. They work perfectly. Never get any lag on them. But I actually do plug this laptop straight into the in the router. It works. It works all the time. So this perfect draft machine, if you're watching, I've just put a new keg in it. Because I've done a little video and I put a new keg in it. Because I found another bloody keg. Pauline, yeah. I just did a little vlog thing earlier, a little video, and I mentioned on there, funny enough, I'm going to mention it now. I've been around there today, me and my son, and he's around there now doing decorating. We put some little air vents in the bifold doors. I won't tell you. I'm going to go around there tomorrow and do another little video. It's almost a final video. And I'll tell you why. Basically, I can't say any more. But make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified. And there should be a video up tomorrow of that. that will, or if not Monday, it'll be Sunday. I'll film it in the morning, but we've got stuff on tomorrow. That will be live Sunday, Monday. It's just be a little tour one. It's virtually finished. The guys come around today to measure up the kitchen. I'll show you around. It's looking really good, really good. What I was going to say was these bloody perfect draft machines, or any bloody machine in your bar. Yeah, I'm just sitting like this. Look. So yes, Pauline, very soon. James, pop back on if you want, mate. But you need to get your. I think you use on your phone. Pauline can hear me. She's all right. She knows what she's doing. That's Bud Light. That's all right, that is. Might get some friends around for beer soon. I was getting moaned at the other night because no one's been around for ages. A couple of people down the pub were praising me up while James is back. What's he drinking now? Look.
I'm not convinced how long it will last for. I'll give it another try.
What, are you on your phone?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I think the router needs a reboot.
Have you got a router down your shed?
No, I've got like an access point.
Yeah, same as me.
So the access point's in the conservatory, which is about 10 metres away.
Yeah.
And it's usually solid. It's usually really solid. But yeah. I think I've had a new internet. I've had Sky Internet recently, last couple of weeks, and I think I haven't rebooted the router since it was put in. So I think I need to give it another shove. I think it'll probably be all right now.
Yeah, you haven't got a toilet down your bar, have you?
Not an official one, no.
I noticed. I noticed. Oh, you got this big box in your hand. I wonder what. It don't look good.
No, I ain't got a toilet. It's a bit of a long jaunt to the house.
I'm referring to the bottle you got there.
Say again, sorry.
I'm referring to that bottle you've got there. It doesn't look. The colour doesn't look good.
Which one's that? Oh, that one.
In your hand.
No, that's from a 7-year-old guest.
I was just talking about you. I've got especially these YouTube channels. I've got I run a cable down mine now.
Ah, right, yeah.
It's not an external cable. It's an internal Ethernet cable. Best thing I ever did. I used to use Wi-Fi. But you know, but BT send you through like an extension hub thing for like around your house.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So what I did, I just drilled a hole through the wall, plugged it straight through. I mean, the cable's so cheap now, it's not a proper external one, but it's doing all right. I've had it a couple of years. I've run it down the side of the fence,
the
shed, and I've got the router in the corner there. The TVs all work on Wi-Fi. Everything here works on Wi-Fi. Because I do these live things, I plug it straight into that router there. So this is straight through to the house, really.
I mean, mine's usually quite solid, but mine's usually fairly solid. But I mean, I've thought about using a home plug and connecting it in that way. But the problem is, you need to be on exactly the same circuit. I'm not too sure whether, because the way my bar's wired up, it goes via the garage. It's like fed off the garage.
I don't think that would. So that's why I didn't go that route. I don't think it worked with me because I've got a fuse box in the corner that goes straight to the fuse box in the house. So I'm not sure that would work.
Oh, right.
I think it's a socket or something on it.
Yeah.
But you got eBay now. You can buy. These kids make you up the lead any length you want. Run it down the side of the fence, tack it to the fence. That's what I did. Drill a hole through the wall. It depends where your router is in your house, doesn't it? But I ran it around the side. Mine's be on a skirting now because I've done new skirting recently. So, but it's brilliant. It's really good now. But the TVs are on Wi-Fi, but it's plugged in. But I'm the same as you. I went in my shed next door and I found a keg of beer. I didn't know I had this one actually. I found a keg of Bud for my perfect draft machine. But once that one's gone, then funny enough, I just messaged my brother-in-law Barry, who's on holiday. Hi, Baz, if you're watching. And I'm not sure whether to do a home brew or it might get a beer in a bag. Don't know yet. It's gone again. I was having a nice conversation there. Problem is, you don't know how many bloody beers you're drinking. I suppose really you should drink the pint, top it up, have another drink, but I keep topping it up. I suppose I'll do there. I've got the measurement there on the gauge. I don't know if James is watching now or not. I know it's definitely not on the screen, but 1974 Norwegian Ford was my first fishing. Yeah, all right. And what did Scotty Boy say? Evening, Johnny Boy. Currently having a beer, burning cardboard in the chimney to make space in the bin. Yeah, it's a bit light for me, burning. Like, I was getting back to that what I was saying before James come on. Burning stuff. In the old days, you'd have a wife. I remember my dad going down the garden. When you're a kid, you think your garden was massive, but it wasn't. And everyone had bonfires, but no one gave a shot at them. But now it's a little bit, I'm even worried letting off fire. You just get, I don't know, people don't like it now, do they? Let's see if I'm trying to find a proper link for this to share it. Mute, invite. No, I'm not sure. Oh, hang on, what's all this about? Private chat. Oh, okay. We're just going to reboot his router. That James is quite clued up. He's sending me a private message. Look, he knows what he's doing. See, us old people, we do know what we're doing, you know. Yeah, so getting back to that, if I was going to burn my chimney, I might light tonight. As I said, I might take it all out on the patio and just start another small one. Because when I lit it the other week, I had to put it out quick. It was black and I was embarrassed. You could just, you can hear the voices. You can hear people moaning behind your back. Although they're not. Well, they probably are. But the problem is, it doesn't go up, does it? That's why I've not got I'd really love to have a log burner in here. I'd love to have a log burner. But I spoke to a couple of subscribers and people on other channels, or I think subscribers on Facebook, and I think you've got to have a long chimney because it's never, no matter how high your chimney is on a shed, it's never going to be above houses. So it's always going to be up and blow across. Oh, that was the person I spoke to thinking about it had a log burner in his shed or his bar, pub shed, whatever you want to call them. But he was down the back of a garden and he didn't have anyone behind him. He had fields and that, so it's not too bad. With mine, you know, whatever height you're at, it's going to go up and over. I think if you use that proper stuff now, proper wood, you should be all right, shouldn't you? You shouldn't get any smoke. I suppose it's the smoke you're worried about, isn't it? Not the fumes that kill you; it's the smoke. Cheers, people. That's going down well. That is. These machines are they're all right. They are all right. That Guinness was good the other week. If you watch my Guinness video, that's pretty good. I like that. I've not bought any Surger cans yet. I was going to go and get some this weekend, but then I found this keg in the shed. I was rummaging in my shed next door, which is going to be my workshop eventually. I must do that, but I'm doing that stuff indoors. I ain't got time at the moment. I must get it done next couple of weekends. Sort the base out. But I was rummaging them beside up, trying to get the boxes, trying to get some empty kegs together for the boxes. And I lifted this keg up and gone, it was light. Tell you like, a couple of kegs were light, 2 of them were light. I thought, right, they've got to go back because you do an exchange. Lifted this other keg up. Happy days, it's full of beer. That's like the one you didn't know you had. Can't beat that, can you? I should have done a live. Well, I'm here now, I suppose. But I'm sitting here now watching Pauline saying hello, and I'm thinking, I'm in a lovely little spot here. This is the old way years ago, in the old days, and my bar's there, and I've got look at my whiskies there. I've got to get some people around for a drink, I think, soon. Have a little whiskey taste. I might do a little whiskey taste session. Get a few friends around, my brother-in-law, a couple of brother-in-laws, and we'll do a little. I'll make sure if you come round, we'll do a little, and I'll do a little video at the same time. Get a few people around, actually, a little crowd. I might do that. Life is too bleeding short. And as I said to someone the other day, who was I talking to? Oh, a lady that I cut the grass for a lady around the corner. and she was moaning about a garden and all that. I was making excuses, basically. I don't get time to do it really. But in the UK, our window of opportunity to do stuff is so short. I mean, we're in April now, May, June, July, August, and it goes like that. You got like November's crap, December's crap, January, February. It's like the weather is. It's just getting nice now and a bit light in the evenings. I like it. I like it. I was talking to someone the other day about fishing, and you can't beat those summer's evenings when it's light at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and the sun's setting, and you're fishing. You're sitting by the bank, having a cup of tea or coffee or cold beer, whatever you want, or whatever you fancy, and chilling out with the lads. It's what us fishermen call a social, basically. So you're not just fishing; you're having a little bit of chit chat as well, and it's quiet. Well, it's not always quiet. It depends. If you got one of our friends, Russ, if Russ is with you, it's not quite quiet. Actually, it's not quiet when we get a few of us together. Me, Russ, and a few of us. It gets a bit noisy actually, but but you've only got to watch some of my old videos to see noisy. Not noisy. That's not the word. Not out of hand. I'm trying to think. But you can't beat the summer's evening when you're sitting by the fishing lake and the sun's setting and you're watching your fishing rods. You ain't got any bait on your rods. You ain't got the line out in the water. You're just watching your fishing rods do nothing basically. But you're having a cold beer and it's lovely. The sun's setting, cold drink, having a chat with your mates or your non-mates. Mind you, the guy that bought my gear today, bloody hell. I won't say too much in case he's watching or he's a subscriber, but God, bloody hell. Talk about OCD. If anyone wants to hear that story, I'll tell you one day to your face. It's not for the internet. I'm not sitting here slagging people off. This is lovely sitting here. I'm sitting here and behind this laptop. You can't see it on your right there. I've got all these. I've been out. Well, these glasses keep appearing. Some lovely glasses. Which is. If you see those and you think, oh, Johnny Boy's been a bit naughty, has had a night out. I like this one because these. If you see these, you think Johnny Boy's been a bit naughty, he's had a couple of nights out. You'd be right. Well, I'll tell you what, I love this one. This is the one. It's a pint full to brim. It just, I know it's wider, but you just wouldn't think it, would you? They're so deceiving. That's a pint. That's a pint. So deceiving. Yeah, I've had a few nights out lately. I was just about to say to James because he's disappeared. I'm hopefully he's still watching. I mean, he's going to make the reboot his router or something. I was just about to say to James that we did a lot more lives and it's a lot busier when I was back. I was just about to say to James, he's back now. I was just about to say to James before he disappeared that we used to do a lot more lives. It was a lot busier until the pub's open. Then everyone said, I won't go back down the pub. I won't go back down the pub. But everyone has gone back down the pub. Did you reboot your router?
Yeah, it's all done. So hopefully it should.
With your router, as the Americans say?
Yeah. It seems to be fairly static at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Not done one for years now. I've got the high speed stuff now. It's really bloody good. Best one I ever did. I think is it fibre? Yeah, I suppose it is fibre, yeah. Because you can't bend it around a corner, can you? It's the glass, so bloody good to fibre.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've not had any touch wood. It's never ever done anything wrong now, the fibre. Bloody brilliant. You take it for granted though, don't you? I mean,
yeah,
you don't know whether you're watching TV now over like normal TV or over your. I was talking to a guy down the pub the other day. He does air installation and that, and he was saying about you don't know whether it's over the internet or it's over your area or anything nowadays. It's like so quick now over the internet. I think most channels now are over the internet, aren't they? I don't know if you lose your internet. What TV?
Yeah, I think.
What's that?
Well, I mean, Obviously, I use Prime and Netflix and everything else, and I think I stream the football now. So I think
Yeah.
you got the Sky. You got Sky Glass. Have you got that Sky Glass? That all runs off your internet, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got Amazon Prime. I've got Prime and Netflix. They're 100% off the internet. But I'm just wondering about normal telly. He told me how you can tell once. I can't remember how you can tell now, but he did mention it. Because a lot of normal telly's off the internet now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bloody good now. It's all different technology now, isn't it? Well, my son's, I don't know if you watch my other videos, we're renovating a bungalow around the corner.
Yeah.
And it's all been rented up. I'm going to do a video tomorrow, actually. And we've just had the high-speed fibre cable put in. There's no telephone line or nothing in there now.
Oh, right.
Just one cable going like that. And that's it. There won't be a telephone line or anything like that now. That's just the modern. Well, is that telephone?
Yeah. Say again.
Well, I'm thinking out loud. I just wonder if that's for the telephone, but there's no telephone. Just everyone uses mobiles, don't they? So.
Well, this is it. I mean, I think the problem is everybody falls into the trap of thinking that they've got to have a telephone line for broadband, but now it's not quite the same, is it?
No. I've got to speak to my missus about that because she does all the bills, and I was talking to this about. Funny enough, you just reminded me. I was talking to someone the other day about this because we haven't used our landline for about 3 or 4 years.
Yes, sporadically, yeah, similar to us.
But we've still got a telephone line. Now I want to find out if we need to pay rental still for that or not. I don't know.
Probably. I think you probably have to. They'd definitely still charge you for it, I'd have thought.
Yeah, but can it be taken away? It probably can.
Well, this is it. Probably not. Can't imagine he would. No.
The bungalow around the corner my sons are renovating. I don't know if you've seen those videos. That's just got fibre. So I'm going to ask my son later when he's around and now decorating whether they got a telephone bill. I don't know how it all works, really. I bet there's a lot of people paying for telephone lines that don't even use the bloody telephone lines, do they, anymore?
No. Well, exactly. I mean, these days, nearly everybody's got mobile phones, isn't they? So,
Yeah, and if you've got modern, I don't know about you, but if you've got the modern high-speed fibre internet, which I have, it's not coming down a telephone line, it's coming down a separate line.
Yeah.
So the telephone, I don't use the telephone. We haven't got a telephone actually plugged in, and I'm not using the telephone line for internet. So what is that? Am I still renting that? Probably.
Yeah. I mean, we have a landline strictly because of the fact where we are. I mean, I'm in Lincolnshire.
Yeah.
And kind of like behind us, it's like fields and fields and fields. Yeah. And the mobile signal can be a bit dodgy sometimes. It's all right outside, but it's not very good inside. So we still keep the landline just in case, something happens in an emergency or whatever. So we've always got that. Yeah. But I think obviously when mobile signals get a little bit better, but out in the sticks, where we are, the signal can go a bit up and down. So you're still a little bit reliant on the copper going through to your house. So
yeah, we don't use it at all. I haven't used it for years.
I think it get a bit better as time goes on.
So welcome Nigel to the channel. Nigel has been watching in the background. I think Virgin Media do broadband only, no phone. Don't quite know you can utilise VoIP. I think what's VoIP? It's voice over internet protocol or something, isn't it?
VoIP, yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, my friends had that at his office. I think they do telephones over that broadband, don't they? Which is voice over the internet. So Virgin, So if you've got work, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to find out if we pay rental for our line next. I don't know if we should be paying rental for it. We don't bloody use it. As far as I'm concerned, they could cut it off. Cut the cable. Don't want it. Really, I'm gonna have to work. I'm gonna think about that. It's probably pennies, though. It's not a lot now, is it? I don't know. The missus deals all my bill shit. I just decorate and that and do all the hard graft and clean barbecues. But I'll have to get up tomorrow and clean that barbecue. It's a bloody state. There's a lot of money that was. But so what's your little? But is that like a shed you had there? Hi Nigel, mate. How you doing? So is that like a shed? Can you give us a tour? If you're on your phone, you should be able to give us a tour then, James.
All right, okay. That's it. It's got to be the first time I've ever done a virtual tour, but varies.
Go for
So
it.
it might cut out, so I'll warn you now, but I'll give it a try.
It's
So
been better since you've rebooted it.
So this is the main section now. Outside.
Right, start on the door. Start on the door.
Outside. This is the right. Hang on.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to try and make you go full screen. Hold it. Try and see. I'm trying to do.
That's looking better.
I'm trying. Hang on. I'm trying to make it bigger. No. No. No, I reckon that. Oh, it's bloody frozen again. Shouldn't have messed with it. Well, that'd do. Right, that's it. We can see it. We can see it.
Right. So yeah, I mean that section there that you can see.
That's similar size to mine, that is, isn't it?
Comes away in the summer. So I've got like cabin hooks on the top. I don't know if you can see that, but they're held on with cabin. It's a bit rudimentary, but it works. So those will stay on in the winter, and they've stayed on all winter.
Yeah.
Same on this side. So these two sides will come off in a few weeks when it gets a bit warmer, basically. Because ours is a little bit like it's not a pergola as such. It's kind of
come off.
Yeah, so you've got they're just based well. It's kind of a handmade side, but what I prefer to do, because I noticed a lot of people were doing like plastic sides, like rolled down plastic sides. But I thought with those, with the wind it sounded like UPVC, so it can damage the plastic and everything else. So I thought have a proper wooden side, so that those come off. Those will be coming off in the next, I don't know, few weeks when it gets a bit too.
I see a gap there, so you actually remove that wall, do you?
Yeah. All that would come out.
Really?
All that would come out.
You better come back on when you do that. So I could see you've got some struts there in the corner.
Oh yeah, well those are the main. Well, that's the main.
I can see that post in the corner.
Yeah, but that would be completely exposed. So in a few weeks, that would be exposed. You've got one there in the corner there.
Yeah. So you take that whole lump off.
Well, so you've got that section there. That will come off.
Yeah.
The door that will come off. This section will come off. That one and that one, and we'll just rest it either side of the bar. So all of this will be open plan then, right onto the garden. So likewise, same will be that side. So and then you'll just be left with the bar then. So
I can see it now. Yeah, I see what you're doing.
So obviously everything stays in place. It's just those two sides there.
Yeah, so you got the roof there with like posts all up.
That's it. But I thought that was better than having just like a slide down plastic screen, because I don't think they last very long, and the wind gets it and they get dirty and everything else. I thought it'd be better.
Yourself then?
Yeah. But it's not too difficult, really. Once you work out how to do it. I'm not a carpenter, but I've given it a go and it's done the job. It's not airtight. I mean, you can see there's like gaps there.
James?
No. The main bar, this section, obviously the roof, the main bar.
Yeah.
I've cladded that bit. So you've got I've done the dartboard myself, so that was a little project.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I've done that bit, but we had a firm in to do the main bit of the frame, and the bar area, and obviously I've just built up bit by bit, really. So
can you go in that bar? Is that another room?
So just skirt around there. And there's the other part. So that's the main bar. So I've got everything that I need in there. So I've got similar to you. My fridge didn't cost me anything. I got that for nothing.
I paid £1 for mine.
Yeah, well, I've got to. Yeah, well, my partner had it. Knew the fridge was going at work, so nobody wanted it. So I grabbed the fridge. So you've got a beer line, probably similar to yourself. You've got a beer line going straight into the fridge.
Yeah, same as me then. Beer engine, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So obviously the box is just perching within the fridge there.
Yeah, same as me.
And then same as your mate, I think. Is it Barry who's got one of these machines?
Yeah.
And that's got a keg in there at the moment. Actually, that's got an Aaron Bargain special keg of beer in. So that's
keg,
switched on at the moment.
It's not a perfect draft machine, is it?
No. It's an Ice Master. But the bit I like about this, I mean, you do have to put your own gas in. So I buy these small canisters of gas off Amazon. They're only like,
yeah,
I think that one cost me £8, so they're not expensive. But obviously the gas canister goes in there, and then I've literally the kegs for these you can fill up with your own lager. That's what I like about it. They're a little bit more flexible than the Phillips Draft.
There's
someone with the Phillips Draft.
Nigel asking the question: is that the perfect draft machine? Which it's not, is it? It's the cheaper machine. I've got a perfect draft machine here.
Yeah. But I mean, it's similar to the Perfect Draft. It's it's got a fridge in it. It chills the beer.
Yeah.
You get it plugged in. There's a gas canister that you have to put into the top bit there.
Yeah, they're meant to be all right. Be all right.
Say again.
No, they're meant to be okay. They're meant to be good.
Yeah. I've had absolutely no problems with mine, and what I like about them, the best bit. I mean, this I've got a German like a wheat beer in there at the moment. But when that's finished, I mean, sometimes I buy them. If I can't be bothered to fill them myself, I'll just buy them down Home Bargains. They're like £15 down Home Bargains, but you can fill them up yourself. So obviously, once I've used the keg, I can take all of the bungs out.
Yeah.
Buy any cans, reuse the keg, and I've got like a 5 litre keg of beer for like, I don't know.
Yeah, basically, if you don't want to spend the money on a perfect draft machine, that's the next best option, isn't it? They're quite good.
Yeah, exactly.
These perfect draft machines, just to answer Nigel's question, though, I don't know if he knows, I still rate the perfect draft machine. Because the beer is not as dear as people think, because you send the kegs back and you get tokens off your next purchase and that. I've got about 4 kegs to send back.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a bit of a project, really, a bit of a hobby. I keep building it up.
Yeah, I see what you've done there. So basically, you remove a wall, the side wall, remove the front wall, and you've got like an open plan area in the summer. So you won't do that to the summer, though, will you?
Say again, sorry.
You won't do that to the warmer evenings, will you?
No. I mean, I'll give it until about May, and then come May, all of the sides the majority of the sides will come off, and then I'll have to. Because what did worry me when I was starting to look at, because I always wanted a bar. I started watching your videos, and I always wanted a bar down the garden. But what I found was a lot of the summer houses and the bars down the garden. Obviously, last year, the summer that we had, it was like 35, 40 degrees, and it got absolutely. It was so to have it fully enclosed, like a sauna. So what I wanted to do is completely at least open 2 sides up.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if you watched any of my older videos. I don't know if you. I mean, I bought this donkeys years ago. Just because when we bought the house, we had some spare cash, and I just wanted a big shed down the garden. It was meant to be a children's playroom originally. The years when my kids were little, like 2 and 3 years old. But I've said this many times before. If you ever leave space empty within a month, it'll be full of crap, a bit like your loft.
Yeah.
So it was full of crap. I had a pool table in there, then it was full of crap. Then the roof collapsed, it got wet, and I just left it, and everything got ruined. All my mechanic got cleared it out, and for years I wanted to turn it into a little bar. And my dad, when he was alive, bless him, said they all took the piss out of me down the pub. Said it never happened. Never. I'm talking before COVID, before anyone thought of having bars down the garden. It was like for years I wanted a little bar down the garden, and finally did it. When unfortunately Dad died before he managed to come in for a beer. Him and my dad and his mate Sean, he used to go down the pub for drinks with on a regular basis. Not Ronnie, sorry, not Sean. Sean's his son. I apologise. Ronnie. There's a gang of old boys down the pub.
Yeah.
You know, they've all sort of gone now, unfortunately. But they always say it's never going to happen. But unfortunately, I got round to it just before COVID, really. And I sort of like, don't know why. When my old man passed away, I thought, right, I'm going to crack on, get it done, you know? I'm going to crack on, get it. Because it was full of cracks. So I had to get a skip and clear it out and start from scratch. It was a massive effort. But now it's done. I'm well pleased. Oh, he's answered my question. That's good. All right, Rob, mate, thank you. I was just about to go and get a keg. They're 6 litres or 10? I've got one outside, an empty one. PD keg's usually 6 litres, I think. Let me go and have a look. But I'm assuming James is... he needs to get a bloody Ethernet cable. Oh, my back, hang on. What does it say there? 6 litres. That's a Stella. That's an old one. I shall go back. Nigel, if you go on my Facebook page, I can probably get you a code, mate, because I've got an account with them. I'll get you a code. Go on that Facebook page, Life of John. I'll put a code up there tonight or tomorrow. I rate them. I do. When I first built this bar, and I've got done my homebrew, I've done my beer in the bag, which I pull through, which I probably get next. Got a U-flow machine, which I pull up with beer and all that. Put my beer through it and fill up with beer. But I do like that bloody perfect draft. They're a couple of £100. But I'll tell you what to do. I'll look at their used ones because they've got the new model out now with the different temperatures on the app. Now, if you want that, fine. But the model I've got was the one before. It's still a bloody good machine, but they do them like they do refurbed ones now. Because what they did, I missed out on it actually. They asked everyone to send, not everyone, I don't want to send. Well, they did the new machine with the app and a different refrigeration, different temperatures. They've done a trading thing, and I didn't bother doing it. I thought, no, I'll stick with this machine. So a lot of people sent these ones back, and they've done a deal to get the other machine. They're trying to publicise the other machine, basically. So they've got a lot of refurb machines. They clean them, they sell them as a refurb machine, and nothing wrong with them. I'd be tempted to get one of those refurb machines. I do love the perfect draft. I really do. James, you coming back on for a chat? That's quite a nice chat. I really do love the perfect draft machine because they're not. People say they're too dear. They're not. Because once you buy 2 or 3 kegs, and then I think it's 2 or 3. I think you return a minute. It was over Christmas. They wanted them back. What they do, they recycle them. They clean them out and they recycle them. They refill them. I've been told there's a bag inside them. I think someone's had one cut one open or something before. But I've been told there's like a bag inside them. They recycle them. Oh, James, speak soon. Not James, speak soon. Oh, it's James. Oh, it's right. Okay, it's James Langley. I didn't realise it was James Langley because he's come up as James. All right, mate, not a problem. Sort your route out and come back. Fantastic product night. Yeah. Get the refurb. This, well, honestly, basically, I think over Christmas, because they wanted kegs back to refill, send back out for Christmas, because they've only got a certain amount of kegs. They've done a deal where you could just send 1 keg back. I think it's a minimum of 3 at the moment, 2 or 3 kegs at the moment you've got to send back. But so basically what you do, use a keg, leave it to one side, use a keg, leave it to one side, use a keg, leave it to one side. when you get your 2 or 3 kegs, you put them in the box. Always keep the boxes. Put them in a box, tape it up, and then you go on the app or on the website. Sorry, on the app. You do a return how many kegs, 2 or 3 or whatever, and done. That's it. And you can drop them off to the shop, or you can just leave them out on your doorstep, and a bloke comes and picks them up. I can't remember who it is now. Was it Yodel or someone? Hit and Miss is a new one, better than the old machine. Right, I'll let you know in a minute. Yodel were hit and miss. They've let me down once. They didn't turn up and collect the beers. That's not down to Perfect Draft or Beer Hawk, whatever they're called. It's down to Yodel, and they just come and go the next day. Just leave them out on your doorstep behind a bin or something. Is the new machine better than the old machine? I love this old machine. It's got a plate, a metal plate, which is the refrigeration plate. You put your keg in it, you connect the lid up. It's the same keg, same fittings, etc. You put your keg in there. These have been cold anyway, they've been sitting outside, but they recommend you put it in the fridge first. I've got a fridge down the back there. I normally put it in the fridge first for a day. Glenn Jones, £199 the cheaper model starter kit. That's not cheap. Oh, you can get it cheap if you get a refurbed one, I think. But basically, on the older machine, this particular machine, you've got a metal plate it sits on. So they recommend you put it in the fridge first, cool it down overnight, and then you put it in the machine. Because it's still at 13 degrees at the moment, this beer, according to this. Actually, it's quite a nice beer. The newer model's got variable temperature. This temperature goes down to 3 degrees and stops, I think. And it's always at 3 degrees. So all your beers will be at 3 degrees, which is fine. The newer model, you've got a variable temperature, and it's got like a bit of a better fridge, I believe, inside. That's what from what I've been told. So it's got a bit of a better fridge inside, a variable temperature, and it's got an app so you can control the temperature. Unless they do me a super duper deal, if there's such a word, I'm not going to change this anytime soon. I love my little machine, I really do. And
sorry, I don't know that one.
No one's speaking to you, darling. Not yet. I love my machine, I really do. Don't forget, the new machine still takes the same kegs. It still takes the same size kegs, 6 litre kegs. So it's all the same product. So you're not getting anything different with a new machine. So I don't think I'll bother. I'll probably be tempted to look for a used one on eBay or get a used refurb one off of Beer Hawk or whatever they're called now. Perfect Draft people. I really. I keep saying when this one's empty, I'm going to get beer in a bag or fill the youth up on homebrew. But it's so. What happens is the problem is I'll send 2 or 3 kegs back. I think you get 5 tokens per keg, which is quite a bit, which is £5. So you send 3 kegs back, and it's 15 quid off your next keg, if you know what I mean. So I've got some private chat here. Oh, that's a shame. James has disappeared. He's got a shite internet connection. So it's good to talk to him. It's nice to have someone on board and have a chat, really. He was a nice lad. Fantastic product. Rob, beer on PD tastes great. PD stands for Perfect Draft, if you don't know, especially Jupiler. I've had the Jupiler. I didn't realise I had to tell before. This Bud's all right. The Bud Light's all right. Bit weak, I suppose. 3.5. That's the ones I've been buying lately, I must admit, are end of date ones, like last date ones, which you get cheaper. So you still got plenty of time. And we had this discussion the other week. Apparently, some people on the Facebook have had this for a year, sealed, and they'll be fine. You put them on the machine, open them up, and they're fine. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think I've just come back to America, and my son works out there, and there's a big place in America, but I don't know where you start. You probably need to get a bloody. I don't know how big the Perfect Draft company is. I mean, maybe Philips, aren't they? Philips Perfect Draft. So I can't quite work out what's going on there. Why Beer Hawk has sort of got them and all that. Why you can buy them other places, but I don't know how it works really. Philips Perfect Draft. I don't know why they're not sold in other places. I'm cleaning it up now. Look after it. I like this machine. I know all right. All right. When your keg's empty, give it a little clean down, switch it off, unplug it. I've done videos before. Nigel, they will sell like hot cakes. I'm telling you. I mean, look at me now. Look, I'm sitting here now, right? Ready? I've just got back from America the other 3 or 4 weeks ago, and whatever you think, they do like a beer out there. That's better. It's just coming through nice now. Look. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. On this machine, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little squares lit up. I think it equates to litres, but when you get down, I think they call it the last chance saloon. What do they call it? I can't remember the name people call that last one. When you get the last bar there, you know you're on the last knockings. Yeah, that honestly, that's a nice look. That's all right. I'm gonna text my missus in a minute. I think might get takeaway tonight. I bought and sold a few bits lately. Last bar lottery, that's the one. Last bar lottery, I keep forgetting. Last bar lottery. Yeah, when you're on the last bar, you're not sort of sure how much you've got because you're putting it through. It's not an accurate measurement. It's just predictive. So when you're on the last bar, you don't know if you've got a pint, half a pint, 2 pints, or not. So Nigel knows his stuff. I think in America, well, other countries, they would sell big time. They really would. I'd love to get involved with that, I must admit. I'll definitely buy some shares in these little puppies. I do like them. I don't know if the newer machine is a lot better. I don't know. I'll have a look. I'll have a look later. I'm not gonna how much the new machine is. It's just going to do the same thing as this. It's going to pour cold beer. So I fancy a curry tonight and a film. What's the date today? I keep saying that's Saturday, isn't it? We're out for food tomorrow. Easter Sunday tomorrow. Easter Sunday, yeah. I love a long weekend. Is there anybody watching? Probably not, from another country tonight or today. Because my son works in America, and I looked at my calendar the other day, I don't think America do the Easter bank holiday weekend. Well, they don't. There's not many countries in the UK, if anyone's watching from abroad, in the UK we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. Other countries don't do that. I don't think America does. So if you're in America watching this now or watching it later on, let me know in the comments below if you have a long weekend. In America, let me know. Madras. I used to have vindaloo years ago, but I'm a Madras all day long now. Chicken Madras, mushroom bhaji, pillar rice, naan bread. Done. It can be a bit watery sometimes. I don't know if that's Scooby from the Madras or the rice, but I hate it when you tip the plate slightly. Well, you don't get it when you have it. When you eat in, you always get a bit better meal when you eat in. When you get takeaway, it's a little bit. I fancy I had a Madras for a couple of weeks. I had something different last time. That's my staple food: chicken Madras, mushroom bhaji, pillar rice. But I sort of get a little bit bored of it every now and again. So what I do, I go, right, we'll have something different tonight. And I always regret it. And the last curry I had wasn't the Madras, it was something different. Jalfrezi or something. It wasn't. I like to dip my naan bread in the sauce. Maybe I should go vindaloo. Maybe I should go vindaloo for a change. Spice it up a little bit. It was this cold that I had for ages. What's the other one, vindaloo? Is that the hottest they used to do? Don't know. By the way, while we're here, if you saw my video, I'm not involved with this company at all. But I'm not going to do it tonight. But I did. If you saw my video the other week, I did a live talk about hot food. Have a little look at this website. It was given a code. It did a code for subscribers the other week. I can't remember the code. And then they bloody hot. Then you get the old. If you wanted to make it hotter, you add that in. But he also does this guy here, and I've nothing to do with this guy, but he just sort of done me a little deal, and he's done a deal for subscribers. It might be on my Facebook page. If you flick for the comments, but he does little tubs of food as well that you can brand for your oh, the fowls the hottest, yeah, but you can brand for your bowls if you want, if you know that sort of thing. Do I follow Al's Kitchen? No, probably the base gravy separating. It probably is. Should I try some of these nuts? Well, I've had a couple of beers now. They're pretty bloody hot. They are hot. They are hot. You can only eat a couple. What's that? Oh, I should have done that now. I shouldn't have done that. I was gonna. Don't touch rice. If you have these, don't touch your nuts, if you know what I mean. Apparently. Oh, there's Streakies. Streakies.com, the website. Looks good on your bank statement. Oh, but you got this extra powder. If you want. I did put some in. If you watched me the other week when I done got some of this. Oh, Paula, did you get some? Any good? What did you get? Pauline came on the other week. I think he was doing this deal. The guy came on that runs that website. I think I bumped into him on Instagram. Oh. And he's done us a deal. I think he gave us a discount code. And he head over to my Facebook page. I think he might be on there. They're nice though. They're just right. They are. I went out the other week for a crowd. I've done my mate's charity thing. He's done a charity night out for cancer. Next, his wife passed away, unfortunately. And I was going to take them with me, put them on the table, but I didn't. I thought better not. I was going to put them in little pots on the table. I wish I had them. Because the thing is, you can only eat a few. They're nice. They're all right. I'm not affiliated with them or nothing like that. You can only eat, but there's a massive bag of them. But you can only eat a few at a time. You can't have handfuls of them. Oh, they're bloody nice. Just puts a nice little. If you like curries and that, Nigel, have a little look. It just puts a nice little warmth in your mouth. With actual fact, because I had a little bit of that stuff. Shaken Snake. I talk Bobby. Shaken Snack Chili Heat Booster. Contains Carolina Reaper powder. But basically, what you want to do, it says if it's not hot enough, if you add a bit of that, then shake it up. If it's not hot enough, add a bit more, shake it up. Not hot enough, add a bit more, shake it up. But I've got them just right. I've put a little bit in. And I've shook it up, but that's just a nice. It's not hot, it's not one of those ones you see on TV where you die and you have to drink milk. God. I'm going to shoot off in a minute. I can go indoors. Check my phone. Got the hot ones, put half pack of that stuff to make it hot. So I had a laugh with something. Yeah, it's a bit of a laugh, and it's not too hot, I don't think. Is that right, Pauline? Am I right in saying that? It's not too hot that you can't eat them. I mean, that's quite not. That's like I've got a hot. If you're in the UK, or you've heard of Nando's, the hot Nando's is quite hot. The very hot Nando's, I've had that once, and that's a bit like this. It makes your lips go numb. I have the Nando's, but I have the one below. They did a hot one, and they've done the one below that. Nando's chicken is quite hot, that's all. You'd be surprised. Don't be fooled by that. And it makes you. I went to the cinema. I always go before we go to the cinema or after because it's nearby. I love a Nando's, and not on that tonight actually. Not sure if they deliver to us, but it makes your lips go numb. But Nando's, everyone loves a Nando's. Lovely Nando's, but the hot one makes your lips go numb. That's just like that. It just makes it's quite a nice feeling. Oh, bloody hell. Oh. Right, have a few more of them. Right, it's 7 o'clock. Look, let's check me posts. I put a question. My son was laughing every time we go to do something in the bungalow. UK music and vloggers stuff. Oh, how you doing, buddy? You all right? This guy, he always replies to my videos. Always. How you doing, mate? Welcome. Every time we do something in bungalow, but his son messaged me the other day. He was upstairs. He could have told me, but he messaged me. He said, Dad, look. Every time we go to do something in the bungalow, happy birthday to your mother in May. That'd be a big party, wouldn't it? Yeah, everyone loves a Nando's. My son said to me the other day, Dad, every time we go to do something in the bungalow, Skill Builder, on YouTube, there's a thing called Skill Builder. They do some quite a well-known channel, actually. He said they tend to do something just before. And funny enough, we were talking about fitting the kitchen ourselves. And they've done a kitchen fitting thing the other day. But I put a comment on there. I wasn't sure. We're not going to do it ourselves, I don't think. But I wasn't sure whether we should got kitchen being fitted. Well done, mate. Cheers, UK music and vlogger stuff. We've got having a kitchen fitted with an island. Now, I wasn't sure. I was discussing it with my son the other day. I wasn't 100% sure if you put the island on the screeded floor and then run your laminate, your insulation, your floor insulation and laminate floor up to it and cut round it and caulk it in. My son was talking about putting it on the insulation, on the floor. And then, but I thought over time it might dip slightly, the weight of it. And I don't think that's a good idea. So I did ask them. And I got an answer here. I'm going to read it out now. The guy replied, actually. I think with a floating laminate floor, I'd put the island in and floor up to the unit legs. Plinths on top of the floor. Yeah, that's what I said. And then you can change the floor. Yeah, because the island, I forgot actually, the island will have plinths. I like that. Which is very handy. That's actually done a video, that's good. I think with a floating laminate floor, I put the island in and floor up. Yeah, so put the island in first onto the solid floor, then put the laminate floor up to the legs, and then the plinths on top. That's what I thought, because you want that on. It's a bit of weight. It's going to have a quartz worktop on it, and you don't want that sitting on a laminate. Because my son was on about in the future, you want to change the floor, cut round it with a. You don't want to do all that. It's got to be solid. I think it might sag slightly. I know they're solid. UK music and vlogger stuff. Good, mate. You're meant to be having a drink. It's Easter. I'm a bit early. Long story short, we're sort of decorating the bedroom and the bathroom, but eventually. Cheers, mate. I'll drink to that. I bet you haven't got this glass. I'll tell you what. Right. If you watch this video, what month are we in? Free bag of these from streakers.com. Send to your address. I'll pay for them. I'll treat you. Free bag of these. If you go on my Facebook page, which is Life of John, Hunt for Life of John, join that Facebook group. Put a picture up with you having a beer out of that glass. The first person to put a picture up on my Facebook page, drinking out with a pint of this, you can be in the pub or you can be at home. Because I've never seen Meantime Brewing London Company. London Brewing Company. Born in London, brewed for all. Meantime, established 1999. Oh, I'm a bit worried now because McNow has asked to join Life of John. So I'm going to let him join, but he's probably sitting in a pub right now as we speak. One of his bloody hand. Oh, nothing happened. It's that's weird. Has he changed his mind? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Mark was on where we move. That's weird. It's gone. I got a notification just now that Mark, someone, wanted to join the. Disappeared. I don't know what's done with something there. Yeah, so the challenge, go on my Facebook page, which it says there, Live with John, big bold letters. Find the page. You'll see my ugly mug across the top of the page. You get a free bag of them sent to your address, courtesy of me. All right. If you post your picture of you drinking the pint of that. I saw that, Mr. UK, and it never. I might have to do it again. It went a bit weirdo on me. It disappeared. I proved it. It disappeared. That was you then that did it. Have another look. Notifications. McNow. Is that it? McNow. McNall. McNow. If I click that. Oh. That's it's worked now. Yes, it's worked. Okay. Welcome aboard, son. Andy Barrett. Evening, Johnny boy. Have you got over the shock of the bivvy going? Good evening, Andy. How you doing, buddy? I've got a story to tell you when I see you next week. God, that guy was a nightmare. I better not say too much. You might be watching. Absolute nightmare. It's gone now. Out the old him and new. The bivvy's gone. The ground sheet's gone. The front's gone. The social cap's gone. I'm starting afresh. I got my new Nash Titan Hide bivvy. Ground sheet's coming through. Cheap as I could find it on eBay. It was £69 everywhere. £69.99 everywhere. Go on eBay. Hopefully it's a proper one. It's the same code, T something or other, T4128. It was £55 free postage, so that's coming through. And he actually messaged me that day. I'm dispatching it now, and actually sent me the code, so that's coming through next week. So I cannot wait to get back out on the bank with that new bivvy. Bit higher, bit more space. I'm now looking at. I hope my missus is not watching. I'm now looking at the Nash Indulgence bed chair systems with the sleep bag all fitted on. The compact one looks all right, but we'll see. I haven't got the money really. I've got to pay. I've been buying and selling a few bits lately because I've got to raise some funds to pay for the membership for the lake before the month's out. So I'm rejoining that. I cannot wait to get back out on the bank, do some videos, catch some fish for a change. Guy at the ball, that was a bloody nightmare. I'm going to have a toilet break. And I'm going to go and speak to my darling indoors, see what we're doing about food, and I might treat her tonight. I might have a, and then let's have a little look. So I'm going to go to the toilet. There's 14 people watching, it's not too bad. Daniel Lambert. Hello, Daniel. Daniel was the one, if you watched my fishing video. Did you watch my video, Dan, in the end? My part 1 and part 2? I'd be fishing. I got soaked. Daniel, my nephew, my favourite nephew, one of them, he went fishing. We didn't go fishing. He packed up and went when it started raining. No, Dan, I haven't. But I worked it out. I was told it's March. I've got the cash now. We renew it. So I'm going to do it next week. 100% next week. I've got the money now. I didn't have the money, to be fair. But then I spoke to you. So why don't you let me know? Why don't you let me know? I said, well, I don't like to keep spending money. You know, it's but like she said, it's a bloody membership for a lot of fishing lakes, and she loves it. You know, if I said I want money to go down the pub, it's different. But to join something like that, it's a no-brainer because we just fish as many times as we want. So I'm so looking forward to what we're in now, April. I keep saying that we're in May. So looking forward to next year fishing. I can't wait till the summer's evenings. I can't wait. I really can't wait. But I've got jobs here to do, so it's going to cause a bit of conflicts, I reckon. All right, Dan. Yeah, you saw the video. Yeah, you saw it. My local, like going back to hot curries, I sometimes ask for a plain sauce for the Madras. Yeah, we used to do it. Not done it for ages, but yeah, I do know what you're saying. They throw in a little sauce sometimes. You got to pay for it. You can tip it on top, can't you? So you can ask for a jalfrezi and a Madras sauce. Good point. I haven't done it for ages. You can just tweak it a little bit. So I like a sauce to dip me naan bread in. You make me bloody hungry now. I'm going indoors in a minute. I'm going to say to Gillian, I said, can we have a curry tonight? If she says no, I'm going to be quite upset. I'm in the mood now for a little sneaky curry. Buying and selling, Dan. Buying and selling, mate. I've got a story to tell you, Dan, when I see you. That guy that bought that was a nightmare, mate. He was a bloody... Had it all on my driveway. Sent me photographs of it around his garden. What the... Jesus. I sold it like dirt cheap, and he bought a... I better not say anything because he might watch this. I don't upset people because everyone's different. We're all different. I'm a bit of a dickhead myself, so I'm not saying he's a dickhead, of course. He was a nice bloke. Dickhead. Nigel, my local charge about £4 on a plane. Yeah, I might do that actually. Right, what speaker did you get? Did you get the one on? Oh, actually, I just put it on my standard. Did you get the separate speakers? You bought one of them speakers. You're talking about the vocal star, not the vocal star, the karaoke speaker thing, aren't you? I think. How, John, Glasgow Celtic. I see your New York vids. Oh, not many people watch those videos. Everyone's different. I'm going out soon for another little holiday. That'll be a good video because I'm going to somewhere nice. One of my, I'll put there, go to the toilet back soon. Let's change that over a minute. Hang on. One of my subscribers actually on Facebook. I love this. There's so many people have messaged me and said they're going to Turkey, going to Turkey, going to Turkey. One of the subscribers on Facebook is actually out there now, and he went to the bar and he spoke to the guy about why he's booked it because of my videos. I thought I was going to get a drink out of it, I never, but he said, I'll say hello. The Lacquer Bar. Lacquer Bar? Yeah, the 24-hour bar. His name is Asif. Said say hello to John, tell him I said hello, which was really, I thought was really bloody nice. I loved it in Turkey. And Nigel, you know what? I used to do that. I might do that. I know what you're saying. Get a mild curry and have a little sauce on the side. A little chip it on the side. I love the mint sauce as well. I do love the mint sauce. We can be a bit tight lately because everything's gone up in price. So sometimes we don't ask for poppadoms. Sometimes they chuck in for free. Sometimes they don't. But sometimes they chuck in for free, but they don't give you mint sauce. Poppadoms without mint sauce, you might as well just throw them in the bin. What's your favourite bit in New York, John? Oh. All of it. This wasn't. You're probably better off saying what's my non-favourite bit. My non-favourite bit was the cost and the tipping and the price of beer. Well, it wasn't drinking holiday, so I didn't really drink a lot. Thank God, because it was expensive. New York was brilliant. It is one of those things we'd probably never do again. I'd love to do again. Maybe when we're a bit older, if I get some inheritance or some money from somewhere, I win the lottery. It was bloody good. Tiring, really tiring. We've done New York, Washington DC, Philadelphia. Fantastic trip. Really was. Really. And all three places were different. But New York, I mean, there's youngsters going out there, 35, 30 odd year olds going out there for long weekends. My daughter's done it a couple of times. And I can see why. It's just buzzing. It's just all lit up and buzzing. Everything about New York was brilliant. The little bike ride around the park was brilliant. Everything. It's just. And the someone at work told me, he said to me, yeah, I love that as well. Nice. Someone at work told me to do the hop on, hop off bus, and that was such a bargain, especially in New York, because it was every 15 minutes, I think. So you could just get on and off all the time. And I really loved it. Really loved it. Yeah, the boat trip was brilliant. Nah, New York, honestly. I wish I'd seen the Neil Diamond thing. I love Neil Diamond. The Neil Diamond show was on Broadway. We was actually staying on Broadway. We had the theatres just next to us. Fantastic it was. Oh God. Good luck. I had friends out there when 9/11 happened actually. And they had to fly back. That was had to stay in a hotel for a couple of days. Was it peaceful? I don't know what he means by that. I'm not sure that's asking me or asking someone else. New York was bloody manic. The only thing I don't, if I'm going to have a little moan, which I will, is the tipping. I don't mind tipping people. In the UK, we use the tipping. So you go for a meal and you don't tip anybody before you've eaten. So you have your drinks, and you have your food. You get a lovely waitress or waiters or whatever they are, and they're serving you, and you think, yeah, the food's great. And you all chip it a couple of quid each or £5 each on your table. Yeah, great service. If it's crap service, you don't tip. If it's crap food, you don't tip. Or you might tip less, you know. You've been great, darling, or mate, as the case may be. Your service was great, but the food was not on par, so we'll just tip you a little bit less. Or, you know, put that in your pocket, that's for you. In America, you tip all the time on top. It's built in all the time. It's just, I think it's 15, 20 or 25. It's silly. It was sort of peaceful. I just quickly talk about the tipping. So it's like, I don't know if you watched the video, but I was in the bar in the hotel. I didn't drink the loads because it was too expensive, but I was in the bar in the hotel. And I said, what beers you got, mate? I have a bottle of, I'm in America, I have a bottle of Bud. So he cracks out a bottle of beer, puts it down next to me on the mat with a bill and a glass. There you go. Thanks. And straight away, because I put it on the room, but straight away, it's got a tip. There's 3 tiers of tips built on top. Well, you've just literally poured, you've not even poured it, you just opened the bottle. I'm like, you don't do that in the UK. Someone told me, I was at the bus stop talking to a couple of people from Orlando or something, and they'd never been to, it was in Philadelphia. And I talked to them about the tips. And they said, well, their son's just got a job somewhere as a waiter. And their son relies on the tips for his wages. So that tells me in America, the company's not paying the proper wage they should be paying. They're relying on the public to tip them to up their wages. So they go for a job, they say, look, your hourly rate is like $9 an hour, but you get tips. That shouldn't be the case. The company should pay the wages, and then the tips are extra. It was what it is in the UK, really. Not 100%, but no one wasn't that quiet. It was a little bit peaceful, I suppose. That was a bit weird when it's sort of surreal night that memorial. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, you can't believe it happened. You're standing there and you're seeing these massive buildings all around. I mean, it just must have got evacuated. It must be manic there. Manic. Central Park, that was the park I was thinking of. Central Park was awesome. Awesome. The bike trip we did around there was brilliant. Yeah, I don't know if it was a pain as such because it's already on there, but it's just annoying. It wasn't so much a pain. You might just, if it's 10 quid, don't tell me it's 10. If it's $20, it's not $20, it's $25. Just put it up to $25. Be done with it. So I spoke to this couple whose son had just got a job and he has to rely on tips. So that tells me the companies are not paying a proper wage. So the companies are ripping the backside out the staff, really. And you can't really, I think you could cross the tip out and say, no, I'm not tipping, but you don't. But it's a choice. Even on the machines, you got, I think it's 10%, 12%, 15%, or something like that. And you sort of press what one you want. You feel tight if you press they sort of give you a dirty look. If you press the little button and go, oh, so I'm tipping you the least money. It's like, But you've already paid the bloody fee. It's not cheap. I mean, New York's not cheap by any means. I mean, I know you're in the city centre, but New York's not cheap by any means. So you're already paying top dollar for drinks and food. And then you've got to go over the top as well. You're like, I mean, that's New York. Philadelphia's brilliant. Washington, I mean, that's another level. I mean, Washington is like you're walking past restaurants there, and there's money there. There is money. You walk past restaurants, and you're lucky to walk past the doorway where you're just dressed normally, but there's people in there like, I mean, a lot of lawyers and that around that way. They're on like Wednesday night, the restaurant's packed. I mean, you're all dressed up after work, and like you're talking like $100, $200 a pop for a bloody meal. It's like, yeah, America's good. America's very, very good. Knackered. It took me about, I'd say it took a good 2 weeks out there. It was buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. Coming home, I mean, it took me a good 2 weeks to get over that. Really did. I was shattered. I'll have a toilet break, a proper toilet break, and I'm going to speak to my missus, see what's happening about food. So I'll put that there. Thank you for watching so far, people. I'll be back in a minute. It's only 10 people on, but that's not a problem. I'll have one more sneaky beer, and then I'll see. I fancy curry now. I'm going to go indoors, and she'll say, no, I'm not having curry. Well, and doesn't like pizza too much, but I fancy it. We normally have got cut back really. Times are hard. Be back now. Pop. Get yourselves a drink, people. Oh, busting for a weed. Oh dear. Okay, that's it then. All over. Right, 11 people watching now. Oh, unfortunately, I think I've been summoned. Even Johnny H is on there. Look, see, I should have done a late one. Even Johnny H. Johnny, I've been on for a couple of hours, but half that's been doing in and out of the house, toilet breaks, and we were talking about food just now, unfortunately. So you have to watch this video back later, I'm afraid. I think my dinner's ready. My food's. We're not going to get takeaway. We're not going to get curry. I'm gutted about that. I mean, it's cold. Oh, cold. Drop your flip flop. Still light out. It's lovely. So, people, I'm gutted, but a man must eat. Oh, I don't know whether I'll pop out later or not. Oh, that's not bad, that beer. I don't know whether I'm going to pop back out later or not. Happy Easter, mate. Been super busy, mate, extending the man cave, so I missed the live. Yeah, well, I didn't announce it, to be fair. It was like a... My fam, Jill and that are doing some work indoors to clean some rooms so I can decorate in the future. I snuck down the garden to clean the barbecue, sprayed it with a load of stuff and sort of stripped it apart and thought, sorry, I'll sneak in the bar and have a little beer. And I thought, well, while I'm having a beer, I'll have a little chit chat. And I thought I'd pop on live and see what it's about. And there's 3 or 4 about, and it's ended up being 10, 11. But James came on live. You watch it back later on, James came on live, which was nice. James Langley. I didn't realise it was James Langley. I'm going to shoot in for my food now, which is a bit of a shame because I was getting in the mood. But I think we're going to have a nice quiet night in tonight and watch some TV and, like, you know, put a film on. Although we did that last night. At some stage, I do need to have a live. A proper late live. It might not be this weekend, though, I don't think. When will it be? It's Saturday, Sunday, we're out, I think, for a meal. I want to try and sneak out to my pub, I think, but I haven't told anyone yet. So it won't be Monday, it might be next weekend. Could do a live next weekend. I might do a live next weekend. It's lighter out now, the garden's tidy. I might get some people, I did say this earlier, I might get some people around, some friends and family around to do a little beer whiskey tasting and tell them that we're going to film it and all that. You know, come around mine, but the caveat is you're going to be filmed, if you know what I mean. I might do that for a bit of fun. I'll see if anyone's up for that. Come around, free whiskey, but you're going to be on TV, sort of thing. That's what people watching that. I'm going to love you and leave you. Bye, everyone. At least Nigel's on the ball. Nigel, it's been nice to chat to you. It's been nice to chat to everyone. I'm shooting for some food. Don't think I'll be back out tonight. Apologies if you just sort of turned up, but I'm off now. In future, I'll announce it and let everyone know what's going on. But I only popped on because I was down the garden and I've come in my bar, put some lights on, having a beer. I thought, you know, I might as well go live. It makes sense, you know. But I'm going to go and get some food now. So everyone, go and get some food, have a beer, put a film on. And, oh, by the way, go on live on Facebook, Live with John. Hunt for that. Find that. And just add it to my whiskey collection. What did you add to your whiskey collection, Johnny? Go on my Life with John Facebook page. If you do want some TV, extra channels, let me know and I can speak to someone on your behalf, if you know what I mean. Joe Vez. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much for people that bothered to, like, you know, pop and say hello. I feel bad, really, people turn up. Chris Martin, see you later, buddy. Johnny H has not come back quick enough to tell me what whiskey. Get on that Live with John Facebook page and we can have a chat there, I think. Right, I must go for my food now. And it's late, and I'm going to put a film on, I think. I've got a couple of beers, I've got a tasting now. Thank you once. I hate saying goodbye, that's a problem. That's my problem down the pub. Lindor's car strength and long, heavily painted. That's that any good? Sounds all right. I'll have a look out. I'll have a little internet search when I get in. Thank you for everyone that's turned up tonight. Thank you. Sorry it sort of popped on and popping off. Lindor's car strip. This is obviously going to be on YouTube for a little while, so if you want to watch it back later on. Ta-da, people, and I'll see you another time. When I do another proper live, I will put it on Facebook, and I'll put a Facebook announcement and a YouTube announcement up for a proper one, if you know what I mean. See you later, Scotty boy. Enjoy your chiminea. Don't smoke your neighbours out, you'll get in trouble. Cheers, Robbie boy. See you later. I'm off now. Bye-bye. Oh, end broadcast. Hang on, press that button there.